guys, my name is Caitlin and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be finishing the two books that I have been reading for literally ever. They are Ovid's Metamorphoses and Dumas's Count of Monte Cristo. I have been reading these books for I feel like a month and a half at this point, and I've actually really been enjoying them. I'm not taking a long time because I don't like them, like that is not the case. I just haven't been making the time to read because my work life has been so busy that when I'm not at work, I kind of just want to stare at the wall and watch TV all day. So I'm making this video to try and get myself out of that cycle because I love reading and I want to get back to it. Currently in the Count of Monte Cristo, I'm on page 705 and I have been making good progress with this book. I have a little over 500 pages left in here, and in Metamorphoses, I'm on page 294. So I have like a little over 300 pages left in here. And I calculated everything, and between these two books, I have 880 pages to read, which sounds like a lot, but the Count of Monte Cristo is so fast paced. I feel like if I just make time, I can sit and read like 50 pages and it just goes by so fast. And then the format of Metamorphoses, it's really spread out. It's an epic. So this also goes by fast, but also kind of slow because Metamorphoses is a bunch of myths and there's a lot of names, a lot of places. It's kind of hard for me to remember who everyone is, and I need to go back in the index and like look up what god they are or goddess. So in that aspect, it's kind of a slow read, but there's just like a bunch of stories and I'm really enjoying it. It's also nice because so much of classic literature that came after this references myths that are in Metamorphoses, so it's nice to like see everything connect. Even in the Count of Monte Cristo, there was a chapter called Pyramus and Thisbe, so it was nice to like already see the books connecting. That's kind of where I'm at reading. I'm not sure how many days I want to spread this video out over. So today is Thursday and I actually took the day off of work because it's really nice outside and I just want to relax and enjoy my day. So with that being said, I'm gonna get to reading. It is now the next day. All I've read is the Count of Monte Cristo. I really am obsessed and loving this book. I feel like it goes by so fast. So yesterday I read a little over 100 pages of this book, and then this morning I read 20 pages because I've had work today. I have not touched this yet. It's not that I don't want to, I'm just so into this story. I love it so much. And now that I'm like getting close to the end, like the revenge, I feel like it's already happening, although we don't know that Edmund is kind of like plotting it. I feel like there are hints to Edmund being behind all of this, but it's not explicitly stated. It's more so all of these bad things are happening to the people responsible for Edmund getting locked up that it's like, how can it not be part of his revenge plan? I can't believe I only have about 400 pages left of this book, which is still a lot of pages, but I'm currently on page 832. I don't think I've ever read a book this long, but it doesn't really feel that long because it is so fast paced. So I'm still really enjoying this. I need to start reading Metamorphoses. I just haven't been picking this up. I'm hoping to get a decent amount further tonight, at least like 50 to 100 pages, but we will see. So I'll catch you in the next update. last night I finished The Count of Monte Cristo. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I finally finished this book. Look at this spine. I've done a number on this book. It was just so incredible, and for such a long book, it didn't really feel like 1,200 pages. And even as I got further into the story, I didn't want it to end. I absolutely love this. Such an easy 5-star rating. I'll probably talk more about this in my March wrap up, but the one thing I guess I didn't like is towards the ending, we were in a lot of different people's perspectives, whereas I really just loved being around the Count of Monte Cristo, hearing his thoughts, or even if we were in another character's point of view, I just loved whenever we were with Edmund. I guess that's kind of my one complaint, because I just loved his character so much. Yeah, incredible book. Once I finished that, I did try to switch to Taras Bulba by Gogol, or Metamorphoses, or Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, and honestly, I just needed something set in this time period. So I started reading this book. I think it came out in 2023. It's called 2 Parts Sugar, 1 Part Murder by Valerie Burns. And I am liking it. It's kind of what I'm looking for right now. It's really fast paced. Basically, it's about this girl named Madison, and her great aunt passes away, and Madison inherits everything from her great aunt. Even though they never really had a relationship, they didn't know each other too well. But Madison's great aunt, Octavia, leaves her house and a bakery in New Bison, Michigan, I think it is. And Madison is not into the small town life. She's very annoying, to be honest. I feel like all she wears is her Louboutins. She also inherits Octavia's dog, Baby, who is this giant English Mastiff. I'm currently about to start chapter 3. I'm about 20% into the book. It's okay. The writing is fine. The one thing I really dislike is she really likes to post on Instagram, and the author puts in like all these hashtags that she uses, and I don't like it. I don't like social media in books. It's just not something I enjoy. I'm excited for this to turn more into a mystery. I feel like there's some romance in here as well. It's just a nice, fast-paced read. It seems cute, so I started that. And then I did just read Act 1 of Julius Caesar earlier today. It's pretty much just Cassius plotting and scheming and trying to turn people against Caesar, which he is succeeding at. Those are kind of all the reading updates currently. I kind of was hoping to read Metamorphoses. I just really wanted something more modern. Now it's March 24th, and I'm kind of worried that I'm not gonna finish Metamorphoses, but I also don't want to like force myself to read it if I'm not in the mood. I'm just going with the flow. I'm really happy and proud that I finished The Count of Monte Cristo, because this is such just a giant book. And it was great, and I feel like this will be a book that I remember forever. Now, moving on to, what is it, 2 Parts Sugar, 1 Part Murder, and Julius Caesar. And yeah, those are the reading updates for today. So I'll catch you guys when I read a bit more. Hey guys, so it is now April 1st, so I wanted to give you all an update on what I was able to finish for my March TBR. I already mentioned The Count of Monte Cristo. Such an incredible book. I'm so happy I got to read that and finish it. And then I read Julius Caesar by Shakespeare. I really liked this. I kind of wish there was more build-up and drama to Caesar's death. I kind of wanted more drama from like Cassius, and just him being more of an instigator, kind of like Iago in Othello. That's kind of what I was hoping for Julius Caesar. I just don't think it was as fleshed out. I do want to look into how factual this is though, especially after Caesar was killed, because I really don't know too much about Julius Caesar. I did enjoy reading this. I think I read it in 2 sittings because I was just so into the play. I would love to go see it one day. And it was so nice to be reading Shakespeare again, because I haven't read him since I guess December. So it's been about 3 months, but yeah, really liked this. Next, I read and finished Taras Bulba by Nikolai Gogol. This was interesting. It was very unlike anything I've read by Gogol. So Taras Bulba is about the Cossacks. The Cossacks are a sect of Ukrainian people who are very, very religious, and they're basically fighting to defend their true faith. So this depicts a battle between the Cossacks and the Poles. It was really interesting. I definitely felt some Gogol in here with his imagery and his characterizations of people, but it felt very removed from anything else I've read by him, which was surprising. At least I haven't read anything written by him that is about battles or fighting, and I think he described the battles really well. That's not something I typically read about. It's not something I'm really interested in, but I was able to follow what was happening on the battlefield. Like, it wasn't too confusing for me. So I did like this. Again, very different from anything I read by Gogol, which was really interesting, kind of fun and different. I did give this 4 stars on Goodreads. Even though I didn't really connect with the story, I thought it was really well written, and I was surprised that it kept me engaged. Definitely saw some of Gogol's imagery, his characterizations, his satire in here, so it was really nice just to be reading him again. And the book that I still haven't finished is Metamorphoses by Ovid. I'm about to start book 9. There's 15 books total, and I have a little under 300 pages left. I just have not been picking this up, but that is really the truth. I really wanted to finish Julius Caesar and Taras Bulba in March, and I think I mentioned earlier in this video or in my last video that I don't want to rush through Metamorphoses just because it is an epic poem. It has inspired so much literature that I really want to take my time with it. So that's kind of why I keep putting it to the side, but then I'm putting it to the side so much that I'm not reading it. So I think I'm gonna dedicate some time in April just to this book, whether it's just to read more of it or to finish it. We'll see, but I will keep you updated because I will be posting more consistently again. I was really burnt out from work and from applying to law school that I just kind of needed to take a step back, take a break. I was also in a reading rut, which probably came on because of me being burnt out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back and talking to you all. Please let me know what you guys have read in March and if you've read any of the books that I've read or am currently reading. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.